Hey there, it's Amelia bringing you another Microsoft PowerPoint video. In this video, I'll review opening, saving, closing, and printing a presentation, including some newly added features now available in Microsoft PowerPoint 2016. Let's get started. So, opening, saving, closing, and printing commands are still accessible through the File menu. When I click File, the word File disappears. So you'll notice that in the newer versions of PowerPoint. So first I'm going to go over some options in Open. There's not a dialog box anymore. In the newer versions of PowerPoint, it just opens up this pane on the right side of your screen. So some of these options you've seen before and some of them are new. Recent allows you to select from a list of recent files. OneDrive allows you to access or save your files anywhere via cloud-based storage, and it does require a login. This PC allows you to select from a list of files from your local C drive. Add a place allows you to add additional locations, and Browse will display the familiar open dialog box that you're used to seeing in the older versions of PowerPoint. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the Save As command. Again, instead of a dialog box, everything's on the right, and primarily these are the same options that I just reviewed for the Open command. Now let's take a look at the additional options here on the left. The left arrow allows you to return back to your PowerPoint presentation. And some of these options are new. I'm just going to go down the list and give you a description of each. Info is for protection, inspection, and management options. And down below, actually history is new, but it's dim right now. So it would display history information if available. Share allows easy ways to share with others via email, blog, or online, or you can publish to a slide library or a SharePoint site. Export allows you to create a PDF or XPS files or other file types, videos, CD presentation package, or handouts. Account is for accessing your Microsoft account options. Feedback allows you to provide feedback to Microsoft. Options was originally the PowerPoint Options button, and it's for setup of global options. I'm just going to cancel out of there, and it does take you out of the File menu. I'm just going to click on File again. And finally, add-ins for additional add-ins which depend on your installation of Microsoft Office. So let's get back to Open, Save, Close, and Print commands. Now, other than the File menu, another way to execute these commands is via keyboard shortcuts. So to open using your keyboard, you click Control-O. I'm just going to click back and show you next. Control-S would be a way to save. Now, if you've already saved your document, like I have an open presentation, when I click Control-S, it will automatically save my presentation. Now, if you haven't saved yet, then the Save As options would display. For a quick way to save and close, you would select Control-W. Now, that command has been around. It's nothing new in PowerPoint 2016, and that option will save and then immediately close your presentation. If you haven't saved your file yet, a prompt displays asking you if you want to save, don't save, or cancel. And finally, want to mention about printing. The keyboard equivalent, as in all other Microsoft Office applications, is Control-P. Now, when I hit Control-P, it will automatically take me to the print command available on the File menu. I just want to go over a few print options. Now, although most PowerPoint presentations are viewed in a digital fashion anymore, either online or in person via projector, there may be times that you need to either print your presentation or variations of your presentation, which I'll show you, including handouts or notes. So if you don't change a thing, PowerPoint will use the default options as listed below to print your presentation. So if you're ready to print, you would just click on this print button here. You can change the number of copies by incrementing the number. The printer should be set automatically based on your default printer that you're connected to on your network. Now under settings, you can choose to print all slides, print a selection, and now the print selection would be if you selected a number of slides before going to the print command. For instance, let me just backtrack for a second. Let's say you just wanted to print selective slides. Now you can do that on the print options, but you can also make a selection here. So for instance, I'm going to hold the Shift key down and I have 4 slides selected, and when I click File, Print, and click this drop down, notice that print selection is no longer dim because I have 4 slides selected. It will only print the selected slides. Now I am going to go back and just unselect those, return back to print, and point out that you could also print the current slide and print a custom range. You enter specific slides to print. In here, if I click on this little eye, you'll see that I can specify specific slide numbers or slide ranges. So for example, if I wanted to print slide 1, 3, 5 through 12. Next is the option to print either a full page of slides, and that's what you see here, which will default to, but as I change the options here, you're going to notice that the right pane will change. So I can print a notes page, so each slide will print with an area on the bottom for notes for your audience or your presenter. Also, there's an outline feature that will print like this, an outline. And you can also specify to print your slide with smaller thumbnails. So for instance, let me just jump to 4 slides, and you can switch that, say, to 9. And there's some defaults checked down here. Frame slides is automatically checked, scale to fit paper, and high quality is not checked, so you can check or uncheck those as needed. Next, it will default to collated, so if you're printing multiple copies, you can choose to have collated or uncollated. The orientation could be changed to either portrait or landscape. And finally, the color, you can choose to print in full color, grayscale, or pure black and white. In the print options, there's also an option to edit the header and footer. So if I click on here, it will open the header and footer dialog box so that you can specify if you want to include the date and time, any other information here, the page number, and you can specify 1 or more words in the header area. Just have to check here, and then you'll be able to type in the header area. And then you can also go to the slide tab and make your selections of what to include on each slide. Well, that's it for today's video. If you found this helpful, please leave a comment below. If you like this video, please click like. If you like my channel, please click subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.